Here's the moment. Do they keep the social isolation thing? There we go.
There they go.
Our democracy has little immunity to the coronavirus, and it goes way beyond candidates standing 6 feet apart.
Thank you, please.
Or cutting back on their embraces.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
The virus could drastically impact the November election.
This is an extraordinarily dangerous moment. And again, if we don't start talking and thinking about this now, we're going to run into a crisis of democracy in November, the likes of which this country has never seen.
That's David Daley, who wrote the new book Unrigged, looking at improvements our democracy needs. I Skyped with David after noticing conversations online of people worrying President Trump might postpone November's election out of coronavirus fears. But that is just not possible. The Presidential Election Day Act of 1845 sets the day we vote, and it would take the full Congress to change that.
We cannot conduct this election tomorrow.
But Ohio's governor threw the state's primary up in the air in the 11th hour.
So that people will not have to choose between their constitutional rights and their health.
Then Kentucky did too, on the heels of Georgia, Louisiana, and Puerto Rico already delaying their elections. So what happens if the coronavirus remains a threat in November?
State legislatures could say, we are going to name the electors that our state is going to send to the Electoral College. That, strikes me as an extraordinarily dangerous moment for us to be heading towards.
And if we have state legislatures essentially saying that they're going to name the electors, that's effectively taking the choice away from we the people, right?
It completely is. It is not only taking the choice away from we the people, it's putting the choice in the hands, often, of gerrymandered legislatures that don't reflect the will of the people.
Instead, he says Congress should pass legislation to require universal vote by mail or absentee voting. France and Germany already saw voter turnout drop during recent elections. Israel set up isolation tents for voting. And the states pushing on with their primaries made changes to protect voters and poll workers. But outside Sunday night's Democratic debate in D.C., demonstrators worried about things getting worse.
I am worried about the elections. I'm worried about people's ability to vote and just being afraid of going out to the polls. And I also think voter turnout and having the most amount of people involved in our elections is the best way that democracy works, and that we get a candidate that represents people.
Which could be solved with a single new law from Congress, erasing the huge differences between the 5 states which vote entirely by mail and the 16 states which make no excuse vote by mail a real challenge for voters. A study from the U.S. Elections Project and nonprofit Vote found that voter turnout rises by more than 15% when there's an option of voting by mail.
We need to do this now because it's going to take time for the states to ramp and get ready for this. And we need to secure our election infrastructure, modernize it in such a way that there's trust and accuracy in these results.